Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Siena, Tamara, and Connor about Resident Evil dropping on Netflix July 14th. Thank you all for your time.
Thanks for having us.
This is so exciting. Siena, I just want to know what the mindset is, because we've never seen a Resident Evil show before. We know the video games, we know the movies. So, there's familiarity, but at the end of the day, there isn't. It's a new world and everything. What's that mindset for you with this show?
It's extremely nerve-wracking to be a part of a franchise that's already well established. So it's super exciting though, because we have the same world. It's just an expansion and a new story that's told about the Wesker family. So lots of new opportunities with the comfort of the same monsters. Oh,
absolutely. Tamara, do you find it interesting too? There's an opportunity to get the new, like the original fans of Resident Evil, but also get some new ones that maybe aren't familiar with the franchise as well with the series. That's a pretty cool thing too. Get both worlds basically.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's one of the best parts about this show is it's just for everyone. I think the diehard fans can find something they love in it, like the monsters, found and family, and then clues and puzzles and just all of that gory stuff. And then, new fans and, the newer generation can find that teen angst and drama and, all that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Connor, what element do you love the most about being part of the Resident Evil world? Is it the, sci-fi action? Is it the geek culture component of it? Is the horror component? Which one is it?
I think it's actually the perfect balance of all of them, because you've got horror, action, mystery, the puzzle solving, found family. It's the writers and everyone just did such an exceptional job on this show, balancing it all, because it is a lot to take in, but I couldn't pick that there's a theme that outdoes the other. I think it's a perfect balance between
absolutely. Now it's 50-50 usually when I ask this. Are either you fans of horror movies? Like, do you like them? Can you watch them? Do you get too scared or
love a good horror movie?
I love horror films.
Yeah, no, because it's interesting because this one, Tamara, that's one of my favorite things about Resident Evil, playing the games and everything. This one put horror first, and I love that. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because it is pretty scary, just letting people know.
Yeah, I've never done kind of like a bit of horror before, so that was a lot of fun for me. And I think you kind of take it on, this show kind of takes it on like a different, in a different way. I feel like I think it's more classically brought on in the future timeline than it is in our timeline. I think it's taken on in a different way in terms of how they execute it, and I think the cinematography is so well done in the way that they kind of bring those like jump scares in, and a lot of our scenes that are pretty scary.
I agree.
No, absolutely. But Siena, is it also cool to also I'm sure it hits you all that it's coming out today because you're doing all these interviews and everything, like that's coming out soon. Does it hit you that it's finally like coming out, Siena? Like, it's pretty crazy.
It hasn't yet, but I think once it comes out and we have the response and you see it on like Netflix and you see the episodes all listed down, that'll help the whole registration part. But no, it hasn't. I'm super excited for people to see it. I think it's definitely a summer television show that people will be entertained by.
Very quick before we wrap up, Connor, I'm totally putting you on the spot. One word to describe Resident Evil. First one that comes to mind.
Exciting.
Absolutely. Thank you all for your time. People are going to be able to see it July 14th on Netflix. Resident Evil. Siena, Tamara, Connor, it was so great chatting with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See ya.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.